provided by Thomas Allgaier and Frennis, based on the most relevant posts on LinkedIn about channel marketing in CW 2930. Frennis is a B2B market research company working with enterprises to optimize their campaigns with account and executive insights far beyond AI. Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Hey there.
Today we're taking a shortcut, really. We're digging into the most impactful channel marketing trends from the last couple of weeks, looking at what people are actually saying on LinkedIn.
That's right. Our mission here is basically to cut through all that noise and give you the essential takeaways, help you understand what's really moving the needle in B2B channel marketing right now.
Think of it like your concentrated dose of actionable intel, perfect for staying ahead.
Exactly. So, shall we jump in?
Let's do it. So first up, the big theme seems to be partnership strategy and enablement. What we saw pulsing through LinkedIn was this powerful shift in how companies view partner programs.
Yeah, it's definitely less about just, simple alliances.
Right, and much more about building actual growth engines.
Yeah.
So a big focus on trust, mutual value, and interestingly, a really defined ideal partner profile.
Absolutely. And a significant shift we're seeing linked to that is towards prescriptive enablement. Folks like Sam DeStasio and Alessandra Azzina really hit on this.
Okay.
Partners, they don't want to dig through huge libraries of content. They really don't have time for that.
Makes sense. They need direction.
Exactly. It's about building these prescriptive playbooks, maybe tied to maturity levels, and turning that kind of flat resource hub into more of a smart surface.
A smart surface. Like a GPS for partners.
Sort of, yeah. Guiding them to the right content, the right calls to action they need right then. Making sure it's relevant, targeted, getting them activated.
That makes so much sense. A really intuitive, guided approach, not just, here's a pile of stuff, good luck.
Right.
And, speaking of clear paths, Ronald Wissink and Victor Guerrero really hammered home the importance of that ideal partner profile, especially for tech companies, it seems. It's about stopping the guesswork, really strategically profiling potential partners.
So looking at things like company size, market focus.
Yeah, customer profile, geography, even their current tech stack. So what does this actually mean for building alliances that, generate real pipeline?
Well, if you connect the dots, strategic alliances are now, I think, clearly seen as drivers of both pipeline and credibility. Andre Allen really emphasized optimizing partnerships. It's about quality over just quantity.
Auditing your network.
Right, and defining what a truly ideal partner looks like for you. And Elena Zapp, she gave some great insight into why Microsoft's model works so well.
I am Microsoft.
It's built on that inherent brand trust, existing demand, it's easy to sell, proven margins, quick scalability. But she wisely cautioned, mid-sized companies can't just copy-paste that.
No, you have to build that trust incrementally.
Exactly. Build the value step by step, otherwise you just create friction.
Okay, but what about the roadblocks? Because we saw a lot of talk about challenges companies are facing.
Specifically, enablement debt and kind of weak partner operations kept popping up.
That term enablement debt, it really sticks. James Kastner and Casey Hill called it the silent killer of partner revenue.
Wow. Silent killer.
Yeah, where that delayed learning, it costs you real ARR. James even shared an example, I think, of deals stalling just because implementation partners didn't know the latest pricing.
Ouch. That hurts.
It really does. And then you had Max E. Ian Harrington, Rachel Colley, Kelly Sarabin, Victoria Flynn, a whole bunch of people echoing this same idea. You can't just rely on the partner manager to be the entire strategy.
Right. You need the infrastructure.
You need robust infrastructure, tools, systems. So why is that foundational work so critical? What happens if you delay it?
Good question.
Well, the thing is, when you delay investing in proper partner ops, you're not just losing efficiency. You're actually losing credibility, both with your partners and internally.
Right, with stakeholders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amir Ryder put it really vividly. You can't expect partners to perform like pros if you don't train them like pros.
Simple as that. And Kelly Sarabin added another angle. If you wait too long, you can't show executives a clear ROI. And that can lead to, poor resourcing or even layoffs for partner teams.
So the message is really clear then.
Yeah. Successful programs scale on systems and well-trained teams, not just hoping for the best.
Not just goodwill. Okay.
So moving from that strategy piece to execution, the last couple of weeks also saw some pretty impactful product and tool announcements. These are really reshaping how channel marketing teams operate.
Yeah, these aren't just small tweaks, are they? They seem to signal bigger strategic shifts.
Definitely.
Like one big one came from Cisco, Yulia Lenina shared news about their new partner incentive estimator.
Yes, I saw that. Launching in August.
Yeah, way ahead of their unified CPI 2026 rollout. So it gives partners a real head start to prepare for that big change, when all incentives move under one umbrella.
That's smart, providing that clarity and predictability early. And then shifting gears to B2B CRM, Ronald Wissink and Aurélien Rigart highlighted something potentially game-changing, especially for the Chinese market.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
The Salesforce and WeCom integration.
Okay. WeCom is huge there.
Absolutely massive. So this integration could really redefine B2B CRM execution in China. Better partner connectivity, shared customer profiles across teams and distributors, much faster lead follow-up.
So real-time CRM data right inside the tool everyone's already using.
Exactly. It just shows how critical these localized integrated tools are becoming, getting everyone aligned with the same real-time data.
That is a great example of tailoring solutions. So, okay, what does all this mean for the giants like Microsoft managing these huge partner networks?
Well, Simon Bouches and Cian Harrington gave some insights into Microsoft's updated MCI guide. That's the Microsoft Cloud Incentives Guide for FY26.
Right.
And Biswajit Sahu and Jose Lazaro detail how that FY26 strategy really leans heavily into AI, security, incentives, and skilling. Those are the core pillars for activating partners.
So covering everything from ISV incentives.
Yeah, Power Platform support, partner migration funding. It's clear they're investing heavily in the channel to drive growth, especially with AI evolving so fast.
Okay, this actually leads us perfectly into our third theme, which is all about the evolving thought leadership and best practices in channel.
Yeah, moving beyond the basics.
Definitely. It feels like it's all about smarter collaboration now and really digging for deeper value.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, the days of just, slapping two logos together are hopefully gone.
Let's hope so. And what's really fascinating here, I thought, was Lincoln Axon's framework. He called it anchoring go-to-market to the inside.
Okay, tell me more.
The core idea is that your best partners, the most valuable ones, are often your partner's partners.
Interesting. So leveraging existing networks.
Exactly. It builds on these pre-existing layers of trust, value chain adjacency, and it significantly boosts activation rates because you're plugging into networks that are already established.
So tapping into these pre-vetted mini ecosystems, warm intros instead of cold starts.
Precisely. It turns a sort of two-legged play into a real force multiplier, much more efficient.
That is a powerful insight. Really practical, too. It shows you got to think beyond just those one-to-one links. And that ties into what Alessandra Azina was saying about seeking complementary value and prioritizing scale, not just finding partners who, look exactly like you.
Right. It's not about finding clones.
No. And James Smith, Angela Tajuidi, they highlighted this too. Partner programs aren't just a sales channel anymore. They're a core growth strategy built on trust, mutual gain.
Yeah. And Yulia Muir, who Janet Sines quoted on CML Therapy, she summed it up perfectly. Partnerships are about building relationships, not just slapping two logos together.
Love that. It's about creating real win-win value, expanding audiences, maybe even product portfolios together.
Absolutely. And of course, the conversation around AI and partnerships is really heating up too.
Yeah, unavoidable.
Sana Mobasser and Pam Sands talked about using AI for some, let's say, easy wins, like creating AI enablement reps using custom GPTs.
Okay, like an AI chatbot built on your own documentation.
Yeah, basically, consolidate your docs into a chatbot for 247 partner support. Pretty neat.
That is useful.
And Kafber Gugasha elaborated on AI's role in finding better partners, spotting data patterns, scaling personalized content. But importantly, he noted the human touch is still irreplaceable.
Crucial point. Trust doesn't come from a chatbot.
Nope. Jay McBain reinforced that SaaS partnerships are critical in the AI era, focusing on co-innovation, accelerating adoption. And Asher Matthew, Jennifer Brooks Mason, pointed to ecosystem leaders surging ahead by really leveraging AI-powered co-innovation and strategic partner marketplaces.
Okay, but here's something that really jumped out at me. This undeniable shift towards a partner-led go-to-market.
ELG, ecosystem-led growth.
Right. Kun Stam and Vince Mencione shared some compelling data. Buyers actually trust partners more than vendors.
That's a big shift in mindset.
It is, and it leads to, apparently, 46% higher win rates and 11% faster deal cycles with ELG.
Wow, those are significant numbers.
Aren't they? And they emphasized aligning teams, not just logos, and building trust through those early wins, focusing on customer success first.
Makes sense. Put the customer at the center.
So, okay, what does this actually mean for building and leading successful partner teams?
Well, that raises the question of how you actually lead those teams effectively day to day. Greg Portnoy and Alex Whitford shared 9 things I wish I knew as a first-time partner manager.
Oh, I like those lists. What were the key takeaways?
Well, things like prioritizing relationships over just hitting sales numbers, simplifying enablement, like making it 1,000 times simpler than internal enablement. Otherwise, partners just won't use it.
Good point. Too complex, they're out.
Totally. Leveraging data, prioritizing the partner experience. And Lucy Heavens added this really vital perspective. See your partner program as a business intelligence engine.
Not just an org chart.
Exactly. The best teams are actively learning from partners about opportunity gaps, high ROI plays, what's coming next in the market, capturing those signals and acting on them.
That's really strategic. So this all seems to circle back to those core pillars that Pablo Lenono and Anton Cilia have identified.
Right. Market fit, partner enablement, and crucially, partner economics.
Ah, the money part. Profitability for partners.
It's not just a nice to have, is it? It's fundamental. If partners aren't making money, the program just isn't sustainable, period.
True.
And what's fascinating here, Manav Apatia made this point, the best partners don't need you, they choose to collaborate.
Ooh, I like that framing.
Yeah, it underscores that the goal is alignment, mutual benefit, not making them dependent on you. They're already successful on their own.
Right, they're choosing to work with you.
Exactly. And finally, Kyle E. and Anna Cordova reminded us that effective communication, timely, personalized, is basically the glue holding these relationships together.
And it starts way before formal talks.
Way before. They noted something like 80% of partners feel challenged by vendor comms. The messaging has to align with the partner's journey, not just the vendor's internal schedule.
So important. Okay, so lots of opportunity, lots of evolving best practice.
Yeah.
But we also need to talk about the challenges, right?
Absolutely. While there's huge potential, the LinkedIn Pulse also flagged some significant ecosystem challenges and warnings that leaders really need to pay attention to.
Okay, like what? One major blind spot that came up, identified by Sino Mobasser and Anton Siliev, was this idea of the dark funnel.
The dark funnel. Sounds ominous.
It kind of is. It's that black hole between partner enablement and training them and actual pipeline generation, where visibility and control just disappear.
So you train them and then nothing. Or you don't know what happens next.
Exactly. It limits your attribution, your revenue accuracy. The point they made is companies need to find ways to actually activate partner sellers and collect activity data, not just hope for the best after a webinar.
Right. Bridge that gap between enablement and action. So that raises the question. Why are channel leaders feeling so much pressure right now?
Yeah, what's causing that?
Trisha Olson revealed that, well, partner ecosystems are struggling to meet growth expectations, especially in tech.
Really? Why is that?
Vendor scrutiny on budgets is intense. Resources are often getting shifted towards AI initiatives.
The AI effect again.
Yeah, creating serious headwinds for many partners. So channel chiefs are under immense pressure to prove partner ROI like never before.
That makes sense. And we also saw concerns, didn't we, about SaaS partnership programs kind of failing due to a lack of real sales activation.
Yes, Alexander J. Buckles and Harish Sikar pointed that out. They argued that too many programs focus just on getting agreements signed, maybe getting some referrals.
But not orchestrating systematic co-selling.
Exactly. Not getting quota-carrying reps involved consistently. Alexander shared an example of a SaaS company with like 50 strategic partners, but they were generating hardly any pipeline beyond random referral.
Because no one was actively working the leads together.
Precisely. It feels like that chicken or egg dilemma. Manav Bhatia talked about mutual lead gen is a really common problem. Sales teams on both sides are just waiting for the other to bring the leads,
instead of proactively creating them together.
Right. And finally, a really clear warning came from Michael Dougherty and Alex Richards.
What was that?
Basically, executives who think AI is just going to magically fix their ecosystems without doing the hard, sometimes boring foundational work, they're setting themselves up for failure.
You mean like cleaning up data, setting up processes?
Exactly that. Building a proper operational foundation, clean data, consistent processes, clear governance is absolutely essential for AI to actually deliver value. Otherwise, it's just, expensive noise.
Garbage in, garbage out, amplified by AI.
Pretty much. And Amir Reiter added another crucial point. Lots of SaaS companies confuse marketplaces with affiliates. They aren't building native marketplace experiences where buyers actually transact.
So they're missing where the buyers are.
Yeah, wasting time and slowing down revenue.
Oh.
A huge missed opportunity for actually selling and scaling effectively.
Wow. Okay, so a lot to unpack there from the last couple of weeks.
Definitely a busy period for channel insights.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, remember, new deep dives drop every 2 weeks. And do check out our other editions covering account-based marketing, field marketing, AI and B2B marketing, MarTech, go-to-market, and social selling.
Thank you so much for joining us on this exploration of channel marketing. We really hope these insights give you some valuable knowledge and maybe some new perspectives for navigating and building stronger partner ecosystems.
Yeah, I think the core takeaway for me is pretty clear. The future of B2B growth looks increasingly partner-led. But getting there isn't magic.
No magic wand.
No, it's about that meticulous foundational work, strategic alignment, and really cultivating relationships that deliver genuine mutual value for everyone involved.
Well said. And remember, in a world where buyers trust partners often more than vendors, the most resilient businesses aren't trying to go it alone. They're investing smartly in the ecosystems that drive that shared success.
Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive.